Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack. So this is going to be a very interesting video because the experimental card just updated in preparation of the experimental card tournament. They could have definitely chose a better name for that. That is going to be happening this weekend. And typically whenever the experimental card gets updated, I always look through all the changes, which I am going to be looking through. Which this time around, it's not going to be involving 5 heroes, not 7 heroes, not even 10 heroes, not even 15 heroes, 27 heroes. 27 heroes received at least one change on the experimental card. I'm going to be looking through each and every single one of them. Now, just a quick little disclaimer, none of these changes are scheduled to go live. I know when Blizzard puts stuff on the experimental card, it's like a 90% chance that will. They have said that they do not plan on releasing this on the live servers. It's just for fun for not only the tournament, but for us to experience. But if we did like a change, then maybe they can take our feedback. So after watching this video, please let me know what your favorite change out of this update was so that maybe we can see it on live servers. Because I would love to see Torbjorn have 2 turrets. Oh, wait, you didn't know that? Yeah, let's begin the video. Anna's up first where her ammo clip gets 2 extra bullets, but she gets a very interesting change to her ultimate where she's able to nano boost herself just like how she is in free-for-all. Ash's TNT received a very simple change with the initial blast damage got reduced to 90, but the burn effect is still the same and still there. Baptiste received 2 nerfs where his regeneration burst ability got reduced to 65, basically only allowing him to get 130 health for not only himself but also his teammates around him. But his immortality field received one of the biggest changes in this patch where now it leaves a teammate with 1 health just as long as they're standing in that immortality field, meaning that you can still be invincible, but once that little disc goes away, you're probably gonna be done for. Bastion's change is pretty fun where his speed gets increased by 25% as long as he's using his self-healing ability, but you do have to have health that allows you to self-heal. If you're at full health and you try to use your self-healing ability, you won't get that speed increase. Brigitta's change was kind of hard to show, but her passive ability Inspire now basically gets removed every single time that she dies. So even if you do damage and there are teammates around you, as long as the Brigitta dies, the healing will not continue after her death. D.va's buff is pretty simple. Her boosters now last 3 seconds instead of 2 seconds, allowing her to fly a little bit farther. Doomfist didn't receive any changes. What a weenie. Echo's change is a little bit complicated, so let me just give you an example to explain it. Let's say you have 5 health left with Echo and you do use your ultimate to duplicate, and you get granted that full health with your duplication. Well, once your ultimate is done or once you die as that duplicate, you will only gain 100 health, where beforehand you were granted with a full 200 health pool, meaning that you will be a lot less incentivized to be aggressive and risking your life as Echo. Now, Genji's changes in this update are the changes that everyone's talking about, but first and foremost, his alternate fire spread got reduced to 8 meters, meaning that you can be a little bit more accurate when you do use your secondary fire, but it's his Dragon Blade, what everyone is nicknaming the Infinite Dragon Blade, because every single time you get a kill with your Dragon Blade, it increases the duration of your ultimate by 1 second, meaning that if you have 3 seconds left on your Dragon Blade and you get a kill, well, now it will last 4 seconds. So while in theory you can get an Infinite Dragon Blade, you only have a limited amount of enemies that you can kill, up to 6 people. So really, it should only last about 6 seconds. Let's look at the inferior brother Hanzo, because he actually got a good amount of changes. So the movement speed from his Dragon Strike, the actual dragons, got increased by 20%. The damage got increased by 20%. Why? Why do you keep making it better? And I guess they reduced the distance from where the dragons actually go from 10 to 5 meters. I guess. I just don't know why they keep making Hanzo so better. I hate this man. The damage to Junkrat's concussion mine got increased by 5 points. Yeah, some of these changes aren't as cool as Genji's Dragon Blade change. Lucio's is pretty interesting though. So his Sound Wave or his Boop ability got increased by 2 seconds, but the radius on his crossfade, the AoE of his heal and speed, got increased by 50%, which I think they added another 6 meters. It's big, bro. Like, I couldn't even see it in the training range because it just went so far away. But there is a cost to the increase in size because the closer you are to a teammate means that the effectiveness will be a lot better than if you're farther away. So there is fall off to the speed that you gain or the heals that you gain from your Lucio. So no more Reddit Lucios! Mccree got 0 changes. What a weenie. But May received a change. She got 20 extra bullets. Pain is all I feel. Mercy's change, it's not that noticeable. Where every single time you get a killing blow, not a kill, a killing blow, it resets your guarding angel. You know, the ability that already has a 2-second cooldown? Moving on. Moira gets no changes. Weenie. Orisa got a contrasting nerf and buff with a health to Orisa's bearer now is at 700, but there's an increase on a cooldown, meaning that you have to wait 11 total seconds from the previous 10. Now, Ferris' change I don't really like, all because it's very complicated for no reason. So she gets a new passive ability, but it doesn't show up on the actual menu screen. But basically what happens is that every single time you're airborne with Farah, you receive 5 less damage, meaning that you're going to be a little bit more stronger when you're in the air. But if you're on the ground, you take 10% extra damage, meaning that if you're on the ground, you're gonna die a little bit easier. Dude, why can't they just make it an even 10-10? Why do I have to mess with these numbers? I don't get it, man. But Reapers is really cool. Just listen to this. They finally removed his loud voice line every single time he sneaks behind the enemy line. Thank you so much, Blizzard. Reinhardt received a change to his ultimate where the stun duration is all dependent on how close you are to the enemy. So if you're right next to the enemy and use Earth Shatter, they will be stunned for 3 seconds. But the farther you are away from the enemy, it will only be 2.5 seconds. And it will range from 3 seconds to 2.5 seconds based on the distance of the actual Earth Shatter. And the last hero to receive no changes is Roadhog. I lied. Sigma also received no changes too. What a bunch of weenies. Soldier received a pretty cool change where now he has 2 Helix rockets. Think of it like Junkrat's concussion mine where he can fire 2 Helix rockets in rapid sessions. But since you do have 2 extra Helix rockets, the damage that you could do, which was 120, now got reduced to 80. And a nice little added bonus, the stealth damage that you got from the Helix rockets got reduced by 10%, meaning that Helix rocket jumps are going to be a little less deadly now. I don't think Fitzy's going to like this one because now the activation time to actually get off a hack is basically doubled, while you do have an extra second of that enemy being hacked. I don't know if that's a good compensation, but the translocator now has a 5-second cooldown instead of a 6-second cooldown, so I guess you have your trade-off. Symmetra's turrets now move a little bit faster, meaning that you're able to set up a little bit quicker from farther distances. But homies, we gave birth to twins because Torbjorn now has 2 turrets. He has 2 babies, but... oh, there's always a but. The damage and the health got reduced by 40%, meaning the babies are a lot more weaker and a lot less deadly. But you have 2 babies! Tracer got an increase to her health of 25 points, making baby D.Va the squishiest hero in the roster. But the cooldown on her recall ability got increased by 2 seconds, making it a 14-second cooldown. But I just gotta say, am I the only one that's uncomfortable by all these heroes having like 25 health pools, like with Mccree and Widowmaker and now Tracer? It just looks weird. All of Widowmaker's changes are involving her Venom Mine, where it does a lot more damage, 120 specifically. It lasts a lot longer, from 5 to 6 seconds now, and it's a lot bigger of a radius to trigger the actual Venom Mine. So basically what I'm saying is the Venom Mine is the best ability in game now. Winston's health got reduced by 15 and his armor got increased by 15. Wait a sec. Did 15? Dog, what's the point? This is even worse than if they didn't bring a Winston change. Why do they add 15 specifically? Thank God Hammond got some good changes because his size to his like whole entire body got reduced by 15%, but he does have a smaller ammo clip now at 70. The grapple cooldown got increased by 2. And now every single time you do damage to his adaptive shield, it grants you ultimate charge. Zarya's bubble range got increased by 4 meters. I guess that's pretty cool. And now Zenyatta is faster than Sonic when he uses his Transcendence because his speed boost gets increased by 2 times his speed to 2.3 times his speed. And time! I'm pretty sure I got a PB for the experimental update, but that was every single change in this experimental card update. Now, I really didn't want to give my opinions on all these changes. I might make a separate video talking about changes that I think that should be kept in Overwatch, but in the meantime, that was every single change that we can see in this up-and-coming tournament that will be taking place this weekend. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.